Hi everyone, welcome to your March 2022 predictions. We have 4 piles here, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 and pile 4. Make sure to choose with your intuition whenever you're ready. The timestamps are in the description box and the comment below. We'll get started with your tarot reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. We'll see what your March 2022 looks like, and later on in the reading we'll get into the weekly updates. We have wax and gibbous finalize. So that is reminding me of number 9, which means you're putting the finishing touches in order to wrap up a current chapter and you are getting ready to embark upon something new. But mainly the focus this month is to just finish up some loose ends, and like if you're reading something or learning something, you're also wanting to wrap it up. You have gained a certain level of maturity in something, and yeah, it's just the final touch. We have 5th house, which rules children, fun, flirt, creativity, romance, love life, and entertainment. Includes our hobbies and arts as well. It also talks about the inner child. And we also have Libra, which is a cardinal air sign and rules relationships. So a lot of dating, for example, and if you are, or if you have been dating someone and it has been not clear as to how you're going to proceed forward, then this can talk about getting more clarity in that aspect. And if you are already in a relationship, then this is talking about bringing in more romance or flirting more or having a more fun time together. Gets into a more casual and free type of space. You're also forming new friendships if that's something you're looking for. And you're also discovering things that are of more aesthetic value to you. Something that simply makes you feel good and like you are harmonious from within and you can flow more clearly in life. We have magic happens when you most expect it. And we also have befriend the word polarize. Yeah. So this is doing something and forming a relationship, finding this harmony in something that you may not have tried before. That's as well possible. Or it is cultivating some type of new hobby that perhaps you don't have anyone at this time to share that hobby with, but you find new friends and a new group as you venture into these subjects. If you're already in some type of creative artistic field, then this is expanding your relationships in this sector as well. But more than that, it's also talking about how you're finding your own flow, your own style, what is your aesthetic, right? What makes you feel like you are expressing yourself freely. And if that comes at a cost that some people are not able to understand what you're saying or doing, it doesn't matter to you because it is so honest to how you're feeling, and it's very passionate for you. So it doesn't matter about other people's approval or what the opposition might say. Like, it's fine, you can make peace with that. And also you can learn from the opposite side, because we can always, being on one side of the river, you can never get the full picture, right? So this talks about how you can learn from the opposite side as well. And that's why we should actually surround ourselves with people who do not completely agree with us, because they can expand our mind. Magic happens when you most expect it is because you're enjoying something, you're living in that high vibe, you're feeling really good about yourself. And 44 is like you're feeling stable within you. The very basic foundations are complete. And it's kind of like I've put in the time, I've put in the resources, I've put in the work, and I have gone through many obstacles, growing and learning through them and from them. So of course I'm going to get my just desserts and my just rewards, right? 5th house can also talk about rewards and different accolades that come to you. So it can be in something you have worked towards, and again finalizing things and just coming to a close. You can see the finish line and you just have to do the final push now. We have Fox P2. We have Cosmic Ether, From ether, we have the 4 elements of, 4 natural elements: fire, air, water, and earth. So this is one step beyond that, or in other words, it can be the realm of the spirit. And we have time. A lot of space-time continuum thing very closely correlates with manifesting energy. So if you have been trying to manifest something, then this is like almost here. I can almost feel it. I can almost touch it. It's here, you know, it's just here. You know for sure that it is absolutely close by now. And Fox B2, it talks about communication. So the words that you speak, they have their own vibrational energy, they have their own power, and how you choose to frame your sentences give a lot of insight into how you think in your mind as well. So if you think I should go away from something, or you know, I want to change my job because I want to get away from a situation, then that is coming from an avoidance mindset. Instead, if you're thinking, hey, I don't know what else is out there to explore for me, and maybe if I look, then I'm going to give many more opportunities a chance, then you're going with a growth mindset, right? You're very progress oriented rather than reacting from a place of the past. Right, so there is a shift in perspective, and it happens as a natural step when you're trying to manifest something. So I'm really happy for you guys. And cosmic ether is like creating something out of nothing, something material from something seemingly nothing, or a pocket of energies that carry the potential to materialize into anything you put your focus, your thought into. So whichever way you have been working, be it manifestation or literal tangible work that you have been putting into some type of study or relationship or work, something of meaning to you, something that drives you, motivates you, inspires you, and brings you passion, that's something that is showing more results, and it's just a matter of time. And because you have put in the time that is needed, you are going to materialize the rewards that you are seeking. Okay, so tarot cards, we have 2 of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, we have Elder of Swords, again communication, Master of Communication rather, of intellect, reasoning. We have the Magician, there you go, and we also have Temperance. 3 major arcana, big month. Okay, so you're manifesting something, a lot of harmony, the 2 of Pentacles as well. You're harmonizing the energies, you are moderating yourself a lot better. You're able to find the balance. You can find the sweet spot much easier this month. A lot of things are kind of getting clearer to you. It's like with any challenge, you know, the first time you start doing something, you're still getting your grips and you don't really know how things work, and you have to, it's like a flood of information that comes towards you, and it feels like so much, and it can feel very daunting. But as and when you go little by little, without you realizing, you get a better grip of it just because you're in a certain environment. So whether you're doing that very consciously in the form of manifestation, or you have been doing that in the form of your studies or progress you've made in terms of career, this is talking about manifesting a large-scale maturity. And when you look back, you can really see the big difference that you have created within you. You think much clearer, you have a better vision and perspective of whatever it is that you are involved in, and you're able to communicate your mind in a very concise manner. Your words are very measured, and the way you are thinking is as well very preserved. So you're not overextending your energies, you know your boundaries, you know what you're talking about, you know what you're thinking about. It's just such a good amount of control and authority that you have within yourself and your life. If you are in a teaching or a research position, then this month is going to be very expansive for you. And again, it is of your doing, and you're going really well already. So keep that train, and you will see a lot of external manifestations of the work that you have been putting so far. Okay, let's get you the week by week now. Week 1 of March 2022 for pile 1. How's that looking, please? Week 1. 1 more, please. Okay. So we have Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. We have Page of Pentacles. And we have the King of Cups. So learning something, taking a course, internship, delving into it, taking an introductory class or a lesson, or trying your hand at a new skill. Magician can be also talking about delving into different skills, taking the initiative, making that first step towards learning something bigger. King of Cups is if you are delving into something where someone is going to be teaching you face to face or one-on-one. You will find someone very compassionate and empathetic who is going to, teach in a very calm and sensible manner. And you will feel really good about this, of course. But regardless, this is also talking about how you are learning more about emotional intelligence and getting more into your sympathetic and empathetic, compassionate nature. You're delving deeper or getting started on getting into the subconscious realm of your being and kind of working on, okay, what else needs to be done? Okay, I feel good about this. Yes, I have released enough. Yes, and let me just, get back to my center now. Let me anchor onto that calm and ethereal space within myself and just watch the magic unfold. Okay, very high manifestation powers here. Nine of Cups is, again, doing something that is fulfilling for your heart and wishing from a very true and deep place. And because you're doing that from such a pure state of being, you believe and you know from the deepest parts of you that it will be a reality. You can be wishing something related to finances as well, because the fish here can talk about intuition and finances. Very nice time for spiritual work as well. Okay, week 1 for March 2022, part 1. Okay, we have a lot. Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles, we have also the Five of Wands, we have D, we have C, we have Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, and Eight of Wands. So some spiritual communication, some insights, downloads, channeling, just, random burst of ideas and inspiration, some boost of self-esteem just comes your way it can be as a result of meditation, of course, but even if you're not, it's just so much in the air that you are going to get some boost in your, while you're showering, for example, or while you are quiet for, in just silence, or cooking something, doing something monotonous, in those quiet phases of your mind. These very subtle cues and messages can come through, which are going to get you out of any discomfort, hesitancies, and conflicts that you may have at this moment, and take you towards a more secure state of being where you're better capable of moving more solidly towards your soul purpose, towards your calling with the Judgment. So doing what your calling is asking you to do, that becomes more realistic and solidified in week 1 itself. Okay, week 2, please. Week 2. Week 2, part 1. Okay, we have 4 cards now. 8 of Wands again. We have the High Priestess, 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. So highly spiritually charged again, more downloads, more channeling. You're getting a lot of insights and a lot of clarity and connection with your subconscious mind, your higher self, whatever you choose to call it, the more consolidated and the subtler part of your mind, basically. right? So you're getting a lot of information. It can be through dreams as well. So, try to journal if you want, or record it after waking up, just so you have a log of it in some format. Because you can get a lot of symbolism that you might not understand right now, but when you look back, when you reflect, it will make complete sense, right? So this can really happen, because with 8 of Swords and 6 of Wands, it's kind of getting you out of your current limitations. This is coming victorious and becoming successful over things that keep you stuck, okay? It can be your own limitations, but it can also be some external limitations that you can escape, or rather outgrow, by seeing things clearly. For example, if you are in a tough living situation, if you're sharing your space and you keep telling yourself that there's no other way, I can't get my own place, then this can give you some insights here, or an idea that helps you in this situation. It might show you a different solution that you had not thought about before. So again, observe your quiet times. There can be a lot of information coming through here. Okay, how you view success and abundance mindset, that also is something that can be cultivated, or you can get more ideas on how you can bring that into your being. And that, of course, then helps much better with manifestation as well. Okay, week 2, March 2022, pile 1. Okay, oh my god. Okay, yes, we have the devil. I was feeling the devil energy with the 8 of Swords. We have the 6 of Pentacles, we have 5 of Swords, Temperance again, and we have the Hermit. So Hermit again, observe your quiet times. Please try to meditate as often as you can, or whenever you can. Just get your quiet time. Even if you're like commuting or something, you can put on some meditation music while you travel, provided you yourself are not driving, of course, but you can play that in the background, and you never know when you might zone out, because the energies right now with Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, it's excellent for manifesting, for synchronicities, for anything spiritual, religious, higher learning, connecting with your own higher self. Everything is just more subtle, so you can get a lot of cues. Okay, so make awesome use of that. Week 3 of March, please. Pile 1. Week 3, pile 1. Okay, there. It's so interesting that we have things so linked to the first week. So basically the first week itself, you can get a good idea of what this month looks like. Okay, we have Judgment, which is that following the soul call. Then we have Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunities and laying down new foundations, forming new roots, finding new security. We have 4 of Pentacles, which can talk about savings, investments, taking good care of your resources, but it can also obviously refer to things like overprotectiveness, overpossessiveness, and clinginess to material possessions. But then we have the Hanged Man, which is leaving behind worldly attachments and looking at things from a different perspective, and gaining a lot of spiritual awareness here again. So very spiritual month for you, and this spirituality is kind of helping you release any resistance and roadblocks by asking you and requesting you to surrender attachments to the material aspects. Okay, whether it is literal finances or success in a material format, or a type of relationship or preconceived notions of what you should be like, or what you need to be doing instead of what you want to be doing and what you want to be creating, right? So it allows you to look at things from a completely different viewpoint. It can be a result of, again, meditations and subliminals, manifestations, or something you're reading or learning. It can show you a completely different view, and it makes you feel very elated in the third week. It shows you many different opportunities that you can nurture and protect so that it grows into something worthy for the long run, which can provide for you, right? Four of Pentacles can be, you're taking care of your finances because you don't have that much to practically spend, but you're also making sure that you protect so it sustains you for the longer run. So there will be a need to invest and allow that finance to grow for you in the future, right? So there's these themes going on. It can not be restricted to finances alone, but you know what I'm talking about, anything related to stability and foundation. Okay, week 2. We have 10 of Swords, we have 8 of Pentacles, we have the Emperor and the 6 of Wands, which we see here as well. So coming out on top, leaving behind old chapters and old burdens and defeats and moving forward. We have a heart charm as well. Very royal looking, I must say, with the flower. And we also have a prancing horse, which to me again talks about achievement and drive, courage, and you're like pursuing something and you just can't help it, You're following that heart, and that heart gives you so much inspiration and a new viewpoint that you can't help but go towards this calling, right? And that's where you find more of your stability with the Emperor there. You're working towards having that very stable foundation. And I feel like you're feeling more free to move forward. Yes. It can be more of a reflective time here at this time, though, because it's not directly saying that, okay, you're rushing ahead. There is no chariot energy, but this is the things that you need to wrap up and get rid of and understand, come into awareness of, in order to go full speed ahead. Okay, it's so close. Again, you can see it. You yourself are going to feel like, okay, now that I know this, I feel more confident. Now that I know this, I feel like I have higher self-worth and esteem. I'm not going to settle for what I used to back then. And now that I'm more aware of my own inner storms and turbulences, I'm better able to find my own balance, and therefore I feel more comfortable in my own skin and in my own life. I know where to move from here. These are the type of ideas that are going on. Okay. Week 4 of March, please. Yes, we have the Magician, of course. 7 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups, manifesting a partner or any creative venture, being able to express yourself a lot more freely. Creativity is really high. We have 10 of Cups, which is complete and abundance and fulfillment. And we also have the Magician, which we saw right here. And while I was shuffling for this one, I was looking at 4-4, and I was like, yes, the 4th week is going to be a big finish, isn't it? And yes, it definitely is. So your manifestations are extremely likely to come true by the end of this month, provided, of course, that you have already put in the work and you have done whatever the process requires in whatever measure, right? So it is very likely here to take place. 7 of Pentacles does talk about harvesting all the work and resources that you have put into something. So if you have invested a lot in your creative work or in enabling your soul calling, and you've also put in the faith and the trust, and you've let go as well, then yes, this is an absolute yes for all of that. Be it romantic, be it your inner world, be it your external world, it doesn't matter. You're taking a lot more personal authority as well. You feel a lot stronger and comfortable within yourself. You're very proactive and initiative. So all the inner work that you are doing in weeks 2 and 3 are going to turn you into something really, really confident, like you are going to co-create your life now, okay? And these are not just words for you anymore. You mean it, like you are co-creating with the universe. Yes, we have the moon, we have the star, we have the cross, and we have another star. So a lot of protection and guidance as well from the universe, and this is definitely like, oh, this is so good. All your wishes coming true. We have 10 of Wands, burdens being lifted. You're finding resources with the 3 of Pentacles and the right people and the right timing in order to help you out with the things that keep you stuck or don't inspire you. We also have 4 of Cups. Exactly, that's what I was talking about. You'll get help in terms of your inspiration and also any heaviness that you carry. For example, if you see if it's like a practical reason why you're not able to feel free, then you will find a sort of magical solution, kind of miracle just appears that helps you out with it, and now you're completely liberated from your constraints, right? So the burden lifts, you're able to feel happier, you can see more, you can enjoy more, and that's exactly what you're doing. Okay, let's get you an advice here. I want viewers some advice for March 2022, please. Something you'd like to tell them? Okay. Okay, we have 3. Oh my god. We have my vibes speak louder than my words. Very purple, connected with spirituality again. And the butterflies talk about transformation, which we can see in abundance here. You're emerging. That's something I'm getting here. Transformation can be like you're just getting into it and you're still dealing with shadow work, but it can also be like you're emerging now. So in this reading, I would say it's the latter. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Yes, the personal evaluation you're doing, the inner work you're doing, the final touches, and you know the purpose and you're understanding where you're headed once you do this. So there's a lot of faith going on and a lot of spiritual protection here. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Definite a lot more clarity. You know where to go. And this reminds me of like the brain structure. And yeah, that's like you consciously understanding. You have that download now. It's not there in the dreams where you might forget and lose sight of, right? You have consciously realized and you can orient yourself accordingly. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope this helps you out. And if you want a personal reading as well, I'd be happy to help you out via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We'll see how your March 2022 looks like. And we'll also get into your weekly reading as well. So we have Moon set. Ready. Okay, ready to take action, ready to embark upon a new chapter. There is a form of, all right, I have prepared, I know enough, and let's go. There is an element of taking a bit of a risk, and of course there are certain unknowns, but at the same time you have a lot of faith and courage in yourself and the circumstances that might unfold in this month. Okay, let's see more. We have South Node, which is past life, comfort, resource, instinct, and familiar. Exactly. So this is like the groundwork, the past work, the fundamentals that you need to know in order to move forward in your journey. So your resources and your skill set comes from your South Node, for example. Then we have Sagittarius, which is a mutable fire sign. Jupiter rules this zodiac, so there's a lot of optimism and hope and a lot of awareness as well. Sagittarius is connected with international travel, immigration, with research and scientists and broad understanding, big perspectives, awareness, wisdom, higher education, and such other topics. And we also have 5th house, which is the house of fun, flirt, romance, love, idealism, entertainment, hobbies, artistic and creative abilities, and so on. Okay. Then we have you are living poetry. So self-expression is something already very loud and clear with the 5th house there. And 32 adds up to 5. We have your soul shines. You're feeling a lot more optimistic and inspired to express yourself more. You're being more authentic. You are releasing old baggage as well with the South Node there. It's kind of like you understand where you're coming from. You have an integrated sense of self of, okay, so all of that happened for this particular reason. If I had not studied such and such subjects and if I had not explored such and such topics, then I would not be here and I would not feel like this, for example, right? Just overall a heightened sense of self and good self-esteem. We have light in the unexpected. So if you are in a difficult situation at this time, then there can be a sudden illumination, a clarity that comes towards you that alleviates the pain or suffering or any type of heavy emotion or energy going on here. Your living poetry is also about just allowing yourself to go with the flow. A lot of idealism and hope coming up here for you. Okay, a sudden path can be illuminated if that's something that you're looking for as well. So certain resources, sort of what is universally owed to you, that can be something popping up in this month. We have Big Bang, exactly, a burst of new ideas, just the birth of new information, new stars, just, you know, it's the beginning of creation, right? Before that, it's just latent. It has a lot of potential, of course, but as long as it stays intact and it remains in that potential, it's not able to realize that potential, right? It's once you start moving, you start exploring and you start creating, and you can really see what you are all about, what your core is all about. You can see it in your external reality. There's a lot of that happening. We have surface here, which talks about, again, making things more tangible, seeing things more on an obvious plane and level. So what you are thinking, what you are feeling, how you are flowing, that can more easily manifest in your everyday environment, okay? Including your mindsets, your past, and so on. And it is up to you which way you want to turn the trajectory of your life, okay? You will get a lot of information and a lot of clarity, and it is up to you how you want this creation to go about in your day-to-day life. And we have 528 hertz, which correlates with the love frequency, because love is what made this world here. So create out of your passions and interests. What do you like to do? What do you want to create? What makes you feel inspired and motivated? All of these things are as well related with the topics of 5th house and Sagittarius. You can learn more about those topics, or you can teach those topics. It's up to you how you want to approach this. But yeah, there's a lot of creative freedom coming up here. You're allowed to express yourself, and you feel more free to express yourself as you wish. Okay? Move these a bit up, because I need space for the weekly as well. Okay, we have Queen of Pentacles, or the Guardian of Pentacles here. Very good for personal business. Self-care, self-worth, self-esteem, all of that is more solidly being established by you and for you. You again have a lot of resources and you know how and where to use them. So you're very secure in your foundations and what you need and what you don't need in moving ahead. So very secure space, you're feeling good about yourself, so therefore you're able to nurture for others you care about as well. We have 8 of Wands, some type of communication. If you're waiting for something, then you can hear back. So if you've made some job applications and you're still waiting on the replies, then you will start getting a lot of emails or phone calls or texts, right? And if you're waiting for some downloads from spirit, or you're waiting on that idea and inspiration, this is talking about a burst of that happening as well. 8 of Wands also talks about positive finalizing of things. So you finally get the get-go, okay? Yes, you have gotten into the university and you can go now. It talks about traveling as well, and as we see with the Sagittarius, there can be some long-distance travels you're planning. We have the sun here again with the hope and optimism and laying right underneath the light and the unexpected. This is again talking about that clarity that you can receive, and it's something that you cannot deny, right? It's clear as day. There is nothing you need to question, and you just allow it to fill you. You feel very blissful and you stay in that blissful and peaceful state. We have 9 of Cups, which is again a wish come true and a wish fulfillment card here. You feel really good emotionally. You're feeling very stable within yourself, like you are taking care of your own fulfillment. You're aware of what you need in order to feel fulfilled and happy. We have the Emperor as well, extremely strong card, very good with stability and security, establishing your business and laying down the foundation, doing the hard work and making sure the structures are on point. You're disciplined, responsible, you're taking personal accountability as well. The role models you have in your life, they can offer a lot of meaningful guidance to you. Let's say you're starting to, you're wanting to start your own thing, but you don't really know how to go about it, or some tips or tricks might be really helpful to you. Then you can find someone who will be able to lend you a hand or give you those guidance if you wish. Then we have 7 of Pentacles, so laying the foundation, doing the groundwork and seeing it harvest and having faith that it is going to harvest, because you've made sure that all the conditions that are needed for the dream to come true are met, right? So 7 of Pentacles, putting in the work, putting in the love, putting in the faith, and then leaving it to do its own thing, right? Once you've planted the seeds and you've done what you need to do, it's gonna grow in its own time. So patience is very much key this month, okay? It's happening in little incremental steps, and at first there can be a lot of things you don't know, and there is a lot of unknown and all of that, but like I said in the beginning, but at the same time you have so much faith that that's something that carries you forward. The inspiration keeps coming, you keep acting along with it, and therefore you keep flowing. Okay, week 1 for pile 2 viewers, March 2022. Week 1. How is it looking? Okay. Yes. Yeah, wow, we have the 6 of Wands, a very successful period. Week 1 itself, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands. Very triumphant energies. Luck could be shifting in your favor. There is a lot more expansion and optimism again. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter as well. You're getting a lot of cosmic protection this month, and all the work that you have done is going to show a lot of fruits here. You'll get more rewards and accolades that validate the work you have been putting in. You'll find a lot more confidence in yourself. You'll have heightened charisma this month. And you're expressing yourself a lot more freely and without fear. There can be some type of public role that you can take up, whether you already have one or you get one via the work that you do, but it is going to be a success. Of course, I'm just thinking you might be preparing for it, you're really boosted towards it, you're simply very self-motivated and driven this month. So whatever you set your mind to, you are able to create. Week 1, March 2022 for pile 2, please. We have the heart, we have the stingray, we have 3 of Wands, which is that very hopeful manifestation card, and we have the 4 of Swords as well. So things are moving at their own pace. There is, of course, divine timing and fate at play here. So rest in the knowing that you have done your work. The stingray over here is, again, doing the background processes before you can show up in the world in a very obvious form, right? So first you need to study, first you need to learn and observe and practice and experiment and so on and so forth, and then you gain the maturity in order to level up in your life, right? So making sure that all of those things are set in whatever way, that in whatever aspect of life that you're working on, once you do that, it's just a matter of time, and you can feel it already that it is only a matter of time. 3 of Wands is having complete and total faith and belief that everything you have done is enough. Now stand back and watch the results show themselves, right? So feeling very secure, you're keeping a very healthy heart. You know how much to give, you know how much you're worth, therefore you know what you're going to receive and deserve as well. Okay, week 2, March 2022 for pile 2. A lot of personal authority again, and so much fire going on here. That's very Leo energy, passion and courage, boldness. It's week 2. Yes, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a very happy family card, laying down the groundwork in order for, legacies to continue. So whatever career you start, that's going to be like a long-term prosperity, for example. Or if you start a business in the first week, by the second week you're aware that you're like laying down the foundations, you're doing the tangible work, and it is going to take you for long-term success. The Hanged Man is again seeing things from a different perspective. You can already see that he's, hanging upside down. He has a completely different view of the world, right? So you're seeing things from a different light in the next week, and that is enabling you to, feel more secure in whatever you are endeavoring towards. Week 2. Okay, we have Z. We have Fish, we have Key, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the Sun. So a lot of optimism, happiness, joy definitely coming up here. The Hangman can also be talking about releasing old patterns that are not important or not conducive to your growth, right? So Z kind of reminds me of putting an end to certain things. So releasing, surrendering, letting go, going with the flow, and realizing that prosperity is lying ahead, and knowing full well that that's the case, you are feeling very secure in laying down any foundations. Okay, week 3 for pile 2, please. Week 3 of March. Yeah, and South Node also, whenever South Node transits something or wherever it is in our natal chart, that can talk about things that we need to release, or in terms of attachment, or actually attachment is appropriate enough, depending on which house it is. So there are some patterns that we need to leave behind, some toxicities we need to release, and yes, all other types of unhealthy attachments. So that looks like it's happening in the second week. Third week, please. So we have the Empress, which is the counterpart of the Emperor, and Queen of Pentacles sometimes reminds me of a minor arcana version of the Empress. Regardless, it is very intuitive, very going with the flow again, connected with nature, very grounded, humble, providing the space in order for all manifestations to happen, like creative realizations, but also, you know, pregnancy, if that's what you're striving towards. What else? You're very connected with the moon. You're more attuned to your emotional state of being, your moods. You're able to flow with them as well. Okay, we have King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is like the ultimate realization of the Ace of Pentacles, right? Finding a very strong level of maturity in your income. Some of you can be stepping up to a leadership role as well, which enables a lot of new different possibilities, new sets of responsibilities, and you're feeling on top of all of this, okay? You're feeling very secure throughout the month here. A lot of opportunities for financial growth and career prosperity. Okay, we have Two of Swords as well. So there can be some form of confusion or a dilemma of sorts. Let's see what that's about. Two of Swords. In March, 3rd week. Okay, I'm getting that, you know, you need to pay attention to your intuition. In all cases of confusion, that will have the answer for you. So thinking very logically may not be the solution, okay? Even though you're going to be more inclined to think of facts and logic, it's not really necessary in such situations. What's the please just clarify that? Yes, we have the Guardian of Cups or the Queen of Cups, which relates with our intuition, empathy, compassion, and our heart center. So things that you want or things that your heart is saying in terms of heart matters. And when it comes to money and career, then you need to pay more attention to your intuition. And also if your feelings are getting entangled by the mind, in any case, whether it is love matters or otherwise, then intuition is the way to go. Find some type of clarity or some quiet space for yourself so you can meditate and you can identify which way you need to be proceeding. Okay, week 3. We have the Turtle, we have the Princess Crown, we have the Cross, we have the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Yes. There can be a lot of things that you learn in the 3rd week. That's possible, or you have a lot of communications taking place. It is still a steady month, steady week, even though, you know, you're working on things. There are a lot of things happening throughout the month anyway, but it feels as though you're finding your groove a lot better and you're getting much deeper into this set of responsibilities or the tasks that you have given yourself. You still have a lot of motivation to back yourself up. You're feeling very safe, nurtured, and secure, and you know that your vision is very clear. You know where you're headed, and it's kind of, I'm hearing you're going for the crown, or like you're going for that riches and that success, whatever that means for you. Okay, week 4. 4, 5, and 2, March 2024. We have 4 of Cups, we have the Lovers, and we have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you will need to harmonize yourself a little bit more in the fourth week, so it's sort of fine tuning. You're also paying more attention to what you used to want, so allowing that childhood drive and passion as well to speak and come forward. So it's not simply what motivates you right now, but it's also about questioning what has always motivated me, what has always been my source of inspiration, my center, what makes me feel at ease since my childhood, right? Fifth house is also talking about inner child and childhood. So yeah, you can be tapping into that. In terms of a romantic context, this can be an ex coming back and you need to talk to them and kind of harmonize or sort through some things with them. That's possible as well. And yeah, Four of Cups is making me think that be grateful for all the things that you have, and keep looking at the things that are very key in your life. You are doing that inevitably, but this is kind of more pointing towards that as well. I want to clarify the Four of Cups. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, the Empress, and the Elder of Cups, which is the King of Cups. So again, okay, I feel as though you're on a high in the first 3 weeks because of your deep connections with yourself, with spirituality, with your passion and drive and fire and all of those things, everything that has, kept pushing you forward. But that's like the first high, right? You have that rise, and then when you have to keep going, it's like, oh wow, I need more reason and I need more reason. Come on, give me more of a boost, right? You're waiting for more boosts. And when that is not coming in such a high rise, you're sort of looking towards what has always inspired you. Like once you have a routine, it can get a little bit boring, right? You might lose inspiration once in a while, and this is kind of you looking towards what can bring it back and what can keep bringing it back throughout your trajectory in the future. But also, of course, it can be a connection with someone that might have gone stale, or you might be separated. And this is like you're looking at times that were actually really good and what changed and how can it be fixed in the future if there is a future scope. Okay? Week 4. God, that's a lot of cards. We have Ace of Cups, the Magician, Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, wait, what is this? Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, oh my, we also have Knight of Wands, and we have Eight of Cups, a lot going on. We have B and we have F. Yeah, X is a possibility for some of you if you're dealing with such a situation, but it is also about like fears related with things that you like, things you have loved in the past, and things that you have put your passion and drive towards, and how they have worked out, any unconscious, subconscious patterns that make you feel stuck or stagnant. Those are some things that you need to be looking at. What else? You'll be moderating, of course. You'll be harmonizing the flow ultimately. You will let go of certain things that have not been good for you anyway, and therefore you'll be able to focus much better towards things that have always made you feel good and happy, and therefore you will be rooting this sense of inspiration, that inner fire and motivation that keeps going in a more solid state, so you can rely on yourself a lot better for the future after the 4th week. But yes, 4th week is a little bit of figuring things out for yourself. Okay, let's get you some guidance. Get us some guidance, please, for pile number 2 for March. Yes, we have, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Definitely. huge self-expression going on. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Yes, when you're able to release and leave it to the universe, that is actually showing the most core part of your belief in your faith. That really shows the trust, right? So yes, that's what I have for you, Pile 2. A lot of stuff going on, and I wish you all the very best. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other readings. They're all there on my channel. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We'll see what your March looks like. We have Moonrise, Relax. Okay. Light month. You will be recuperating, healing, working on, you might be taking a break, for example. Spring is beginning, so that you might have some vacations planned around that time, or you will just be enjoying, finding more time to enjoy with the people that you care about, or by yourself, whichever you prefer more. More reading, relaxing, taking a bath. These are some things that come to mind. More self-care, making more time for your hobbies and leisure activities, and so on. Okay, then I was like, I will not be surprised if you have the 5th house. That's the last sentence I was going to say for this one, and we have the 5th house here. That's amazing. Which again talks about hobbies and leisure activities, all things that are fun and light. And talking about self-care, we have Taurus. So getting grounded, taking really good care of your environment, where you live, the room you have, how you feel in that space, redesigning the aesthetics of it perhaps. Some of you can be redecorating or buying a certain furniture that just for the joy of it, and whenever you look at it you feel really good, little things like that. Working on self-worth and self-esteem, healing, like I was talking about, that as well is covered there. Okay, let's see more. We have unstick the stuck. Yeah, so getting rid of sticky energy, and again that light and airy feeling is coming out again. And we have integrate your knowing. So it could have been like a hectic time in the recent past, and in March you are having a little bit of little pockets of fun and sunshine, a little bit of a break, which allow you to kind of catch up mentally and emotionally to all that happened. So if it felt too fast and kind of like a whirlwind, this is here you absorbing all of that and finally coming to terms. You're like, okay, fine, I'm caught up, I'm balanced now, I'm level now, I'm grounded, and I'm ready to tackle the world again. If you have been learning something, then this is, putting it into application, applying it to your own life, and trying to understand the different philosophies that come about when you read or write or whatever the hobby that you explore is going to, inspire within you. So a lot of mental expansion, spiritual expansion as well. You just feel fresh and light this month. We have Pluto, so this talks about transformation. So again, if you've been working on things, and even if you're not, in March it's like whatever you read and learn, it's not simply going to go to waste. It is going to create a type of change in your life. Let's say you're beginning to read a book, but then you really love how it's going and you don't want to read 1 page a day anymore or 1 chapter a day anymore. You want to finish the book as soon as possible, and turns out that you have a break as well coming up. So you decide, okay, so during this break I'm going to finish this book. It's really interesting. Or if I want to write something, then I'm going to finish that written piece, proofread, publish, or keep it aside, get started on the next phase, and so on and so forth. So you will be making a promise, a type of change that you decide is going to better your life and help you feel free for the longer run. This is not something temporary, this vacation or this break, this relaxation. It's not something that happens in March and then, you're done with it. June is completely different. no, you carry it forward and you incorporate that into your everyday routines. We also have geocentric model. Again, that earthing, grounding, you're looking at what is important to you, what is of priority to you, what speaks true to your feelings of balance and groundedness. What is safe, what is stable, what is success, how much of that do you need, and how can you arrange the things around it such that your needs are met, your wants are met, right? So you're looking at things from your lens and you're respecting the opinions and your perspective at this time. Okay, so self-respect is really rising up a lot, and it can also be that some of you have trouble deciding for yourself or obeying the whims and the wishes that you have. And this over here is talking about prioritizing yourself a little bit more this month. We also have constellation. At this time I'm hearing the word creation, but I do want to see what the book says as well. Groups of guiding stars. Yes, constellations are natural compasses for human beings and our way of orienting our soul with the road ahead on planet Earth. So because you were the one deciding where the planet Earth, or in your case your world, is going to move, or what you want to experience as your reality, the constellation is kind of, you are paving the path ahead, the light is being presented and you're connecting the dots, you are continuing to move forward in that trajectory in order to make your dreams a reality, make the picture complete, and so on. There is a lot of guidance as well coming towards you in the form of everything that you learn, observe, listen to, etc. Just the information that surrounds you this month is going to be somewhat useful in one way or another, or it can help you get to something that will inspire you for the longer run. So stay as mindful as you can, observe your surroundings, or read that book and immerse yourself completely in it, whatever it is that makes you feel really good and free and connected with your own self. Do all of those things, because then you can absorb and integrate these knowledge and awareness that's coming towards you. We have Queen of Pentacles. This is self-nurturing. It's the philosophy here. The Queen thinks that, okay, if I cannot take care of myself, I cannot take care of other people. And she is like the mother figure of the minor arcana. So she by default wants to take care and nurture for her loved ones and or project, right? Whatever you consider as your child, whatever you are also emotionally connected to and inherently connected with, okay? Relates with self-esteem, self-respect, worth, all the Taurian qualities we talked about, redecorating and so on and so forth as well. But the philosophy here is that if I cannot take care of myself, I can't take care of anyone or anything else to the level that I desire. I cannot keep going because I'm not stable enough. If I keep rushing myself, I will lose sight of what is important. What is the focus? What is the drive? The basic foundations I will forget if I keep running, right? So take some time, recuperation, resting, relaxing, honoring yourself, your own feelings and your body. All of those things you're doing this month. We have the Star, a wish fulfillment, seeing clarity, again, that wisdom, awareness, connectedness with the universe, with the earth, with your own essence. All of that is coming up here. If you've been trying to manifest something, this is that coming into tangible reality. We have a lot of physical things going on here, so any form of tangible solutions, possessions, desires, that can all come true this month. Then we have Six of Pentacles. Income wise, this is looking good. You can attract more clients, or you get some burst of extra money, or you find a side business, and there's just more flow of finances. If you've been feeling stuck in this regard, career or financially, then this is in March, it is looking really good. And for those of you who have been swamped in your career and finances, this is again of that harmonizing this month. There is a lot of generosity around you. The moment you decide to take a step back and respect your own boundaries, you will find that your relationships with everyone and everything else is also becoming more and more harmonious. When you say, nope, I need to take a break, you will find that other people cooperate with that desire, right? They're like, okay, yeah, you know what, you take your time, you've worked really hard, and come back healthy and happy. It can also be that when you ask for help to someone, that they are more than willing to help you out as well. So you can meet a lot of kindness in this month here. Kindness from strangers, I'm hearing as well. We have temperance, moderation, and balance again. Like you're very in flow. You have a very good blend of your drive and your motivation and your relaxation and your downtime. There's just a lot of flow and balance and harmony this month. We also have Two of Swords, so this is again like pay attention to your intuition, because sometimes when it is so flowy and harmonious, everything can just float by without our awareness if we are not watchful or careful or attentive to our surroundings, which is why I of course asked you to remain mindful. That way your mind remains open and at the same time it remains clear instead of getting muddy, right? So if at any point you feel like you are not able to think very clearly, take a step back. It's totally fine. There will be no urgent situations that happen this month. It is meant for you to relax. So if you are pushing yourself a bit much more than you feel comfortable at this time, then take a step back, establish those boundaries and be like, nope, I need to tone it down a little bit. Any form of confusion or dilemma can also be solved via grounding yourself, connecting with your spirit or with the universe or your guides, whatever you prefer and whatever you choose to call it. But that's how you can get a lot of clarity into any problems that you run into. The star again is like a guiding light. The constellation is a team of your spiritual group and ancestors and close people that are around you who have been here with you to support you and so on. All of them are kind of close by, but none of them are interfering in your personal space. So if you extend your hand and you're like, yes, I need a little bit of help, you will get it. That's established, let's say. Okay, let's see how week 1 looks. Week 1 for March 2022, pile 3. Week 1. Okay, so we have 9 of Swords. We have 5 of Cups. We have King of Wands and the Magician. Okay, you're taking matters into your own hands in the first week itself. I don't know what that is referring to exactly. The situation will be different for everyone. But it's kind of like, if I want something, I'm going to go ahead and do it. There's so much initiation, activity, proactivity, confidence, so much charisma you're exuding as well. You pick yourself out of a slump of sorts, emotional, mental, any forms of anxieties and insecurities that you're feeling, that is going to be transformed in the first week itself by you, okay? This is taking personal ownership and authority, okay? I decide how I want to feel. I decide where I want to go. I decide what reality I wish to be experiencing. So I'm going to make it happen. The make it happen, that's the Magician and the King of Wands. This is insane, because 5 of Cups is like, well, everything is lost and I'm in mourning. I can't do anything about it, but I keep feeding it my attention, my emotions, and keep giving a lot of loss and grief and anguish. And I also keep vortexing that into myself with the 9 of Swords and keep thinking about the same things again and again and again and again till I drive myself crazy. There is a lot of guilt, shame, regret, any or all of these emotions. Just heavy, dark, cloudy, muddy situations That's how it is. And both cards are like, oh well, I can't do anything about it. Anything of sadness that is caused in our life, any discomfort that is caused, it's because of us feeling helpless. But the truth is, we're not helpless. We face that so that we can overcome it, right? First week, you are. Okay, let's get you some charms. Pile 3, March 2022, week 1. We have the horse head, a peacock. What else? The bee. We have Z. Yeah, and 10 of Wands. End to the burdens. You're putting an end to the additional responsibilities and the heaviness that you hold within yourself. You're letting yourself shine. And the peacock, for some reason, it's making me feel like you're creating for yourself. You are showing all the colors that you're capable of, or letting yourself flourish. You're freeing yourself and showing your true nature, being very honest and direct with yourself and the people around you and the situations you are dealing with. And that just taking that chance, because with the horse here is steady, steadfast, moving forward, really focused, and moves really fast, right? So it's a very quick change. There's a lot of quick-paced energy here that happens as soon as you are out of this, and you will get out of this by the first week alone, right? With the bee there, all the busy work that you have been carrying that has been burdening you or causing you sleeplessness or anxiety in the recent past can again be related with work. You might not be finding much time to yourself or studies even. You might not be finding much time, and that can of course not be very constructive to a person's mental health, right, or even emotional. So taking a break from that, going away from it, reorienting your focus and allowing yourself to unleash. That is the first week. Let's go for the second week of March for pile 3, please. Okay, we have 4 of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. Okay, can be a mending of a broken heart. It can also be making peace with something that has broken your heart. Can be, again, situation or a person. Not sure if you can see all of this. I'm just going to tilt it a bit more. Yes, and there is a form of celebration because this came out first, the 4 of Wands. It makes me feel like you're finding your security, your foothold, your balance point again. There's going out with friends and having fun of some sort, some form of celebration for some type of accomplishment. If you have been manifesting for a while, you might like complete the final step in week 1, and in week 2 you are reaping the rewards, or you're seeing it come to fruition, and you're just returning into harmony. You're releasing past pains and old wounds that no longer have a place in your life anymore. Right? So you're harmonizing the energies within you. You're becoming a lot more self-sufficient in the first week, which allows you to have a lot of harmonious relationships in your environment. Yeah, some form of healing with the heart. It depends on everyone's individual situation. For some of you, it can also be meeting someone new that helps mend the heart. Okay, it can be a friend or even a romantic interest. Yeah, I would just say, deal with it in a healthy way. Don't try to be like too drastic with it. If you're still dealing with the past, then don't try to force yourself to get into a new situation or a relationship similar to that, because then we carry over our wounds and we keep repeating the same things, and the burden just keeps heavier and heavier, right? So decide from a very healthy heart and a healthy mindset whether this new partnership would be favorable to you at this time or not. Okay, that's all I will say. Okay, these two. Fifth house also talks about love and romance and flirting and dating as well. So that's cool. We have C, we have star, we have the elephant, we have an owl, and we have ace of pentacles. So you can get a new job source if that's something you're looking for, if that's the form of stability you're wishing. Then that's something that's coming for you, or increments or promotions, whatever that may be, some new income source, you establishing your own business or foundation for yourself, that's as well possible. New beginning, new potential for growth, that is something that's surrounding you. There is a lot of chill fun time. You can, perhaps during the vacation, this is something that's happening. You might meet someone new very unexpectedly. The owl and the elephant being there is like you need to rely on your intuition and wisdom throughout this time in order to make correct choices, and also to integrate the learnings that you go through at this time, or the things that are happening, in order to properly calibrate yourself to a new reality and keep moving that momentum. You're gonna have to keep trusting your wisdom and intuition. Okay, week 3. Okay. So first we have 2 of Wands. Then we have 2 of Pentacles. And we also have the Emperor. 2, 2, and 4. That's so nice. So again, moving your way towards a much greater stability of forms. This can signify traveling or moving abroad, moving houses, some type of exploring the outside, the world. Of course, if that does not resonate, then this talks about where else can I spend my energy, or what else should I be looking for, what else is out there to explore, what is exciting, what is inspiring, what can bring me greater motivation at this time. So it can be a variety of things, of course, taking trips or learning something new, or trying a new hobby, again, that we talked about there. Or venturing into a different field in terms of career. Because we have the Emperor card, all career decisions that you make here is going to be favorable. It is up to you to take your initiative and make something happen for you. But there is a lot of flexibility here with the 2 of Wands and Pentacles. You have options, you have flexibility, you have choices, things like that. And that can be directed mainly towards what makes you feel safe, secure, and stable here. What else? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there can be many different little activities happening around the 3rd week, but you'll be, able to manage it. It's just about staying organized and managed. Just keep the head clear, and everything is gonna get sorted out. It's not a big deal, but just thought I should mention. If you're more into the spiritual world, and with the 2 of Pentacles, this is you balancing more of the spiritual aspects and also the career, the earthly matters that you have. So if you start eating healthier, then you're also going to be meditating more, right? Or if you want to be exercising more, you'll also be meditating more. It's something of that sort. So you're just going to keep things in balance and in check, so that both bodies that we have, the astral, the ethereal, and also the physical, are all in a healthy, harmonious state of being. Week 3. Yes, we have the flower, again blossoming. We have the shell and the starfish. We have the Magician again. We have 4 of Cups, yes, looking for that inspiration. making your own inspiration happen. The star again, so much manifestation energy here. Just, stay mindful of your I said that already in the very beginning, but stay mindful of your thoughts, your mindsets, your patterns, and be very clear about what you're wanting and looking for in your life, because there's a very high chance that you will be manifesting these thoughts. And I really love that in the first half itself, you're shifting your focus, you're transforming heavier, darker energies into something very harmonious, light, and freeing. There's a lot of Aquarian energy as well with the star there, and a lot of I will take charge, so Aryan energy with the Emperor. So doing something for humanity, or wishing to reorient yourself, doing some public services, or getting more involved with the world and world issues, things like that can be something that you find exciting here as well. It'll be shifting focus. There is a level of regeneration, but with the shell, it's like you're also wanting to ground yourself. So you're not taking unnecessary risks, so that's not something to be worried about. But you are slowly paving your way towards something that is your niche, or something that brings you more excitement into your life at this time. Okay, the 4th week of March, please. Pile 3. Okay, we have the Strength. We have Queen of Cups. One more. Yes, we have 5 of Pentacles. You're shifting out of that poverty mindset or lack mindset, or that you can't do anything about a certain situation. You're very, very much connected with your intuitions and your emotions this month, but you're also very tempered in the way that you are reacting externally. You're able to be very strong from within. You exude this gentle power this week. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is transcendence, rising above the clouds, the fogginess. Luck and fortune being kind of with you at this time, and it's a very universally guided blessing in the fortuitous week. You have a lot of compassion within you as well, but you're not taken or termed as weak in any way. So again, this to me is talking about re-establishing very healthy boundaries, where you know how much you want to take or you will take, and how much you can provide for others. The feminine energy is flowing a lot more in the 4th week. In the 1st and the 3rd, there's more masculine energy, so there's a lot of drive. Over here as well, the 2nd week and the 4th week are more feminine in that way. But in the last week, you're finding a lot more fine-tuning and balance in both of these. So essentially, you're establishing the 6 of Pentacles throughout the month here. Oh, we have the star here as well, so the Aquarian energy is really, really high here. Twice the star. Yeah, something related to the greater good, global community, public platforms, entrepreneurial ideas. Yes, a lot of that. Okay, week 4. Of course, we have a lot. Ooh. Okay, we have 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, King of Cups? No, King of Swords. We have a hummingbird. We have 5 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Yes, we have also the Queen of Pentacles again, coming full circle. Your alphabets, we have I, F, O, B, M, and Y. Okay, so all of these basically are talking about finding your freedom, allowing your colors to shine. Your heart has become replenished, it's much healthier, you're able to feel very happy and fulfilled by the end, you are rested and relaxed, you also have very clear mindset, you have calibrated yourself to the best extent you can at this time, with the King of Swords as well being very Aquarian. This is about a healthy mind, healthy communication, healthy sense of boundaries. Your thoughts create your actions, so again, you're very particular about that as well. You're leaving behind the sorrows of the first week. You're really transcending that. Your mind, body, spirit, all healthy. High levels of cooperation, teamwork as well. If you're wanting to start your own team, that can go really well. Yes. Okay, let's get you some guidance for this month now. March 2022, pile 3. What would you like to tell them for this month? What's your guidance, please? Okay, I'll take the top 2. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And I honor how I want to feel. Yes, you're honoring yourself. That's something I said before. The universe works fast when you're having fun, i.e. in your moments of joy, happiness, inspiration, and motivation, when you're in a very light, airy state, and you're experiencing that in all 4 weeks. And the further in you go, the more you cultivate that into your lifestyle. So you're doing that, and you're also, of course, being very authentic with yourself. You're being very honest. That's when you are able to honor your own feelings, right? Only if you can listen to it. Very nice, very fruitful month for you. Also meaningful. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. It's very meaningful, purposeful, so I wish you the very best. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel, so check whatever you want, whenever you want. Until next time, take care. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. We'll see what your March looks like. We have Waning Crescent, Surrender. So you're releasing something, you're leaving something to the universe or God, or etc. Right? Yeah, there's a form of relinquishing control or not needing to control things. You're wishing to rest. Okay, we have Lilith, which is raw, primal, subconscious, and repressions. And we have the 6th house as well. So something from your daily routine, you might be trying to get over a bad habit, for example, or you want to cultivate more fruitful or productive activities in your everyday life. Therefore, you need to make more space, and in order to do that, you need to let some things go. On a deeper level, you might be re-examining why you have certain habits. So what are your subconscious motivations for going for it? What are you trying to do? For example, if you smoke too much, then and especially in the recent past, and you're very aware that you have increased your intake, then you might start questioning yourself why you do that and what's the point of that. Okay, and would you like to moderate it? Would you like to stop it? That is, of course, up to you. But this is you examining for yourself how much of something needs to be in your daily life routine and habits. Yeah, and how that impacts your health, your mental health, toxicities that you have held on to from the past, releasing that, surrendering that from your vicinity. That's as well something you're working on. You might be wanting to shift your surroundings or your environment, your work environment as well, in order to cultivate more healthy thought patterns or habits. We have collaboration of souls, which is again 6. This is teamwork, cooperation, 2 of Cups energy here as well, but harmony, bliss, flow, balance, all of those things here. Then we have ambush fear with your ferocious dream. There can be a reason why. The first thing I said, that you might be wanting to cultivate more healthy habits, right? So that can be because it inspires you, or you know that it would make you feel good in the longer run. That's something of a dream. Oh, I wish I could do this more often. I wish I could follow my passions more often. That can be a wish as of now, but now in March you are willing to take tangible actions towards it. And you will ask for help if you need help, and you will get the help when you need help. Okay? There's help for you in pursuing your dreams. When you decide that I will not give any of my energy to something that is detrimental to me, you will be helped and aided. You will be motivated to keep moving. Okay? So fear has no place in your life anymore. You're leaving that behind. It sounds like history to me, to be honest. You have a lot more light and awareness, and you can have more optimism in this month, and you're just like, I can't keep carrying that anymore. And that's the attitude I'm feeling. I'm done. I'm simply done. There is no other way to put this. I'm simply done with that. So out of my life. I need to make space for something much more. Then we have tidal force. We have the star, Aquarian energy. Also wishes coming true, the dream, connectedness with the universe, the help, the aid. Then we have collapse. Yes, things that no longer belong, they need to be collapsed, they need to be removed, and it does not need to continue in the future. Then we also have supernova. There is a bursting forth. The creation of stars happen within this cloud of materials, of energy, right? That's where the stars are formed. And there's just this brightness that bursts forth amidst all the confusion or anguish of the past, of all the nonsense that surrounds us all the time. When we meditate or we connect with ourselves, we feel a sort of freedom from within, and it radiates from within instead of coming from the outside, because it won't hold as much meaning as it would when it comes from within, right? So this is like your hope, your optimism, your dreams that speak true to you are coming more to the surface in order to inspire you and push you forward into things that you want to create, things you want to cultivate, and not letting yourself put yourself down, right? Tidal force there is a huge force. It's very neutral to me in this context. There is a force. Which way do you want to take it? What do you want to carry forward? Because things are going to propagate forward really fast. They will keep moving with your every word, your every action, okay? And it's up to your habits, your movements, your behavior towards yourself and others, and how much of your attention you wish to put where. That is going to decide how this force is going to pan out. Force itself is not enough to create. It needs a lot of different elements in order to make something happen, but it's up to you which way and how many elements you wish to orient where, right? So focusing on this dream, on something that is light, that denotes light to you, if you focus there, that's what you are creating for yourself, okay? And in the process, while you are moving towards that, the obstacles that come along the way, old energies are simply going to collapse, and other roadblocks that you encounter will become collapsed by you. Your power of thought, your dream, how much you can manifest and how much faith you can put in that. Okay, let's see more. We have Child of Pentacles. This is learning something new, having a new project. It's just the world becoming open, and again, habits and things of the routine are very Pentacles energy here. So you can be shifting things around in that regard, learning something new in order to make that happen. So if there is an optimism here, the entire world is open to me. I'm so happy that there are so many options, and I'm not going to get over this. I'm just going to go through things one by one, savoring the moment at each turn, right? The savoring of things, absorbing of something, taking your time with something. That's all very Pentacles energy. And Child by itself has this newness to it. It has optimism and hope to it. So you're very hopeful this month for what you can do. We have Ten of Swords, so the pains of the past, or the breakdowns of the past. That's again coming up here. And we have Elder of Swords, which is that clarity, the light, the ascension, more awareness and wisdom that we were talking about. We have Seven of Pentacles. You have a lot of patience this month as well, and if you don't as a person, then you're cultivating more of that, and the habits that you switch around, or the thinking mindsets that you switch around, is going to help you with gathering more patience this time. And because you have that, you're able to persevere through things a lot better, and you are able to transform your thoughts into actions a lot faster. Okay, so taking your time is enabling you to do more, actually. Very productive month, nice for investments. Although I'm not a professional, so don't just take my word for it, of course, but this is a good sign for that. What else? The work, some form of harvest coming out, so the work you have put in already will start showing results, and don't push it and don't force it to move faster than it can, because Pentacles is it'll happen when it happens, right? And Elder of Swords is the knowledge of it that makes it happen. Yeah, so connected with the star there, how well can you orient yourself, how much faith you can have in the process and in your own capacity. That is something that the universe is going to respond to. Then we have Guardian of Wands, or the Queen of Wands. So again, where do you wish to put your energy? This is also taking personal authority and ownership, being very courageous in your pursuit of your dreams, not letting the shadows hold you back, or anything really, subconscious and conscious, it doesn't matter. Nothing should be holding you back from your side. Things that are within your control should be blazing, and you should have full authority and control over it. That's the Guardian of Wands. Nurturing the fire and the passion that you have from within, that's also the Guardian of Wands. And you're not afraid to take it forward. You're not afraid to allow it to explore a little bit more and see a little bit more, dabble in different activities and see what speaks true to you without needing to commit to a particular habit from the get-go. So a lot of stuff happening here. Very nice. A lot of self-development and improvement. Absolutely. Your health and vitality is in general really good here as well. Strong manifestation energy. Okay, week 1 for pile 4, March 2022. So we got the Seven of Swords, the Justice, and the Page of Pentacles. Very nice. So we're already beginning in week 1. Karmic situations, learning about that, again, examining it from a level-headed point of view and establishing balance within yourself. Things that you have been trying to hide, either from other people or from yourself, are going to come around, and you will have more strength to face it for some reason, or more help or awareness. Some type of strength is going to surround you at this time, and you can deal with it in a very level-headed manner. If someone is hiding something from you, then it can come out into the light, and that kind of solidifies your ground for the future. It doesn't necessarily have to be destructive with the Seven of Swords, the thing that is hidden. It's just, sometimes you're not able to face yourself, right, in some situations, or you're like, yeah, it'll be fine, like procrastination, for example. You're kidding yourself when you do that, right? But regardless, you still do it, right? So it's not a very destructive or a harmful thing for others, but it is detrimental to your overall health and things that you want to accomplish. So that is again coming to light, and you're no longer kidding yourself and no longer running away from things, and instead you're like, okay, I gotta admit some things, and that's the only way I can begin. So you take some tangible action in order to rectify certain secrets. It can also be that you have some plans for the future that you want to cultivate. Like I keep getting the word cultivate, and we have so many pentacles here, so that's on point there. But yeah, you want to cultivate something, but you don't want to tell the entire world about it until you're able to form that habit or that routine, or sign a certain contract, or let's say you're trying to look for an internship or a partnership. Then this here is until it comes to fruition. I'm going to keep it under wraps, let it all go through, let it be solidified, and let me be comfortable with this before I tell everyone, right? Okay. Week 1 for pile 4, March 2022. We have a maple leaf, I'm gonna say. Reminds me of autumn. We have D. Okay, it can be a divorce for some of you. If you're waiting to hear, then this is paperwork going through, and you're ready to, begin your new foundation and your new life. Yes. If you're not already going through the divorce process, I'm not saying that you will go through one now. Of course, if that is something that's already happening, it can go through. We have the rose, the butterfly, and the key. Yeah, you're finding the key to your freedom, transforming your life circumstances. The rose is you blossoming or growing through adversity and learning from everything that has happened thus far, and therefore there's a lot more of beauty to this. And justice is a Libra card as well, so you might be wanting to learn something about fashion or anything aesthetic, food, dining, experience, things like that. Yes. So shifting your focus, definitely in the first week itself. With the autumn leaf there, it's releasing the past, letting the things go. Things that have accumulated for a long time, they no longer play a role for the future. They can be left behind. Okay. Week 2 for pile 4. Way too many. One more card. Yes, thank you. The first card we got was 2 of Pentacles. Then we have the strength. Yes, there is that unseen internal strength that surrounds you this week as well. You are feeling a lot more confident and bold. And we also have the Hierophant. This is getting spiritual awareness, downloads, channeling, connecting to your religion or spiritual or ancestral heritage, finding a teacher or finding a mentor, some type of guiding light to lead you towards that ultimate bliss that you are seeking. This can also be enrolling at a university or finding the right teachers within the university or research. Yes, let's see what else. Yeah, juggling some finances I heard first, and also tasks, of course, all related with Pentacles. But yes, if you're enrolling in a university, for example, then you might have to move the money around or get a loan or things like that, and that could be the first week. In order for your education, you are taking a loan, and here you're managing your finances in a way that keeps you in a strong position throughout your education, so you don't have to worry about the basic necessities all the time, and you can focus on the learning process. Okay. We have the acorn. No, wait, hang on. No, I would call this grapes. We have H, we have 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So some form of communication happening here. Childhood friend, from home, traveling, near your home. I don't know why I'm hearing home. Or something, you're doing something that you wanted to as you were a child, so you're making that happen. It can be, again, going back to school or taking a certain course. You're unlocking your prosperity, you're paving the way for your success. And the path that you choose is going to, I don't know how to put this. The path you choose is going to allow your inner child to come out and flourish. It is going to nourish and nurture you on the within, and it is going to provide for you and support you externally. Okay, I hope that makes sense, but there is like a dual blessing situation happening here for some reason. Okay, that was a random bit of channeling. Prosperity is definitely something, like you're making your prosperity happen. You're going towards your prosperity that is going to satisfy all of the needs of your past, all of the wishes of your past as well. And this is not restricted to March, so this thing that happens or is happening is going to lead to something more long-term. And you're moving at a rapid pace, you're learning very fast, and you're progressing very quickly in life. Okay, week 3. Yes, working hard. Doing a lot with the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, making your future happen, establishing new seeds, planting new seeds, new projects, new beginnings, and potential for long-term career growth and finances. You can find a new income source, find a job if you're looking for one. And we also have Page of Wands. Okay, so you're also having fun, and you're actually very creative as well. You have a lot of enthusiasm and curiosity around you. You just, in a sense, you're excited about just about everything. You know, everything you're learning is just awesome. You're liking the people, you're liking the environment, and you like the work or the studies you're doing, whatever your routine is. You're enjoying it a lot, and that's why you're investing so much of the time. And you, again, there's that savoring energy with the pentacles there, right? You want to absorb all of it. You want to incorporate all of those things that you are going through into your essence and your personality. You're looking for long-term sustainable growth and development of yourself, your skill sets, your work and career, and so on. And that is what is exciting for you. You have so much enthusiasm and spontaneity just surrounding you at this time. You're feeling more extroverted, but when you're working, you're very deliberate, and your process is well structured, and you know what to focus on. Yes, we have a four-leaf clover, that's luck and fortune. We have a flowers, that's blossoming, prosperity, beauty, aesthetics, all of those things. We have two of wands as well, and the nine of pentacles. So you're moving towards your fortune, you're creating your own abundance, you're feeling very fulfilled, and your needs and wishes are being met at this time. And the things that you are still creating, you're constantly looking at, what can I explore, what can I do, what can I change, what else do I need to know in order to make this dream happen. You're very optimistic for the future as well. You're grateful for the things you have, but at the same time you're looking forward to all the other things that you can have and can explore and expand towards. Okay. Week 4. Pile 4, week 4. Of course, we would have the King of Pentacles as well, one more Pentacles, and this is the epitome of the Pentacle suit. It's the Pentacles fully flourished, has all the material abundance and comforts and riches that one wants. The type of luxury, the aesthetic that you want is coming to fruition here, or you're very clear now. You know, you've done the work, you can sit back and relax. You're in an authority position perhaps, or you're feeling a lot more secure in the trajectory that you're in, and that allows you to sink into that abundance mindset. And you know you're attracting your future, you're bringing your prosperity into fruition by taking matters into your own hands here. You're really laying the foundation, doing the groundwork, all of that happening here, learning, looking, seeking. Wow, this is really fast-paced overall, even though you're not rushing. There's no rush. Amazing. Week 4. Yes, we have Ace of Swords. New mindset, that abundance mindset that I was talking about. You feel it in your heart, and the fish over here is as well prosperity. Two kings here. You're emotionally very attuned and heightened. EQ, IQ, all of those are a rage. And we also have King of Swords there. So very mature energy surrounding you here. If you're, again, taking internships or classes or enrolling in a new course, you can find a lot of wonderful mentors that are going to help you in the long run, and whose lessons are going to resonate with you for a long, long time to come. So absorb all of it. It's going to be very, very useful. It can show you a new way of looking at the world. I'm so happy that we're ending the month in such a positive note here. Epiphanies and blinding clarity and understanding, expansion of the mind, of the heart, and of the finances. All three are happening here. This is the birth of a new era of thinking, how you perceive the world, that is shifting here. Yes, okay, week 4. Yes, we have a very embellished heart, we have the guitar, and we also have the King of Cups again. Artistic pursuits are really good throughout the month, really. So if that's something you're into, then it's going to expand more. King of Cups is spiritually and emotionally aware, heightened, and connected. You're very empathetic and compassionate. You can find a lot of people who relate with you, who find a lot of wisdom in you, who want to learn from you, and so on. Okay, you have a healthy heart, and I mean, I don't really need to say that again. But the Cups energy is also artistic. I already mentioned. You can start a new artistic hobby or pursuit here, or you start expressing these abilities a lot more in the last week. Yes, okay, let's get you some advice now. Some advice for pile 4, please, for their March. We have some advice. Okay, When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yeah, that's shifting the perspective and seeing the light from within, getting clarity, finding light from within with the star and the supernova. We talked about that. Okay, and we also have, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Yes, we established that in the last week. So this is just, continue doing what you're doing, keep faith, and it's going to come into fruition. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 4. I really hope this reading resonates with you. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel. Watch whatever you want, whenever you want. But until next time, take care. Bye.